Hello, guys, and welcome. It's been a long time, and not really. I'm doing an unboxing. I'm doing an unPDFing. Now, this is a game. Shall I give you a clue? I'll show you one thing. So I'm sure you know which game company I'm talking about now. This is a game that's been out of print for many years, and I've been wanting to get it for a fair few years, but I'm just not willing to pay $500-600 and shipping just to play the game. But heavens above Gromit, APBA on their download pages have released seasons for this from 1969 to 1986, plus a Hall of Fame season, and you can get the rules and the charts that you need from the APBA Games Facebook page. So anybody who's wanted to play APBA saddle racing, but like me thought, no way, no how am I going to pay an extortionate price like $500-600 for the game. You can get it and you can play it for free. So as you can see, rulebook is there. You only need 2 charts in effect to play this game. You've got the track conditions chart, which you only use right at the start. You may use this section because this is like the rare plays section of all the other games. There's the track that I printed off, and this is the action board where all the decisions are made. On this side you've got the dice column that each horse will use, and I'll show you how that works. And on this section is the results for each furlong. So as you take a furlong, you move on your score sheet. I'll show you the score sheet. The horses. You get a list of jockeys. These are the Hall of Fames, and I'm going to do a 6-horse 10 furlong race, and then you can get the cards, which, as I said, are on the APBA downloads page, and they're free. So this set is the Hall of Fame. There's 28 horses in it, but there's actually only 14. They're 2 different age groups, same horses, and so you get that. And then I made this score sheet up, this race sheet up, so that it fits in with how I like to play it. I'm no expert. This is my second game, as you can see, test race 2, and the track is I don't care. So on this you record the results of the race action chart and how much they've got left, and you'll see as we go along. So the first thing you have to do, obviously, decide on your horses. So the horses that are in this is in the green is going to be Sizenby or Sizenby, or however you want to say it. Alfred Robinson is the jockey. The yellow will be Kelso, John Longdon. White will be Exterminator, Jacinto Vasquez. Black will be Secretarius, Eddie Vaccaro. Grey will be Count Fleet, Steve Brooks. And pink will be Tom Fool, Clarence Kuma. And these are the ratings of the jockeys. It's not going to be a big issue in here because they're all going to be dice column 1, but we'll go through the process anyway, just so you see what you have to do. So first thing you do is roll for track conditions, and these are the track conditions. It's such an easy job. You roll, and it says 8, and it says fast, so it's going to be conditions fast. So what you do is you take each horse, and here they've got a rating. Turf, if it's sloppy or muddy, you're on turf. Otherwise, you're on this side. So because it's fast, there's no movement on the rating. So he's 25 plus the 4 gives him 29. Kelso is 25 plus 4, which is 29. Exterminator is 24 plus 0, so it stays 24. Not going to make a difference. Secretariat is 25 plus 5, makes him 30. Camp Fleet, 24 plus 4, 28. And Tom Fool, 25 plus 3, 28. So what you now do is work out which dice column that they're going to use on this chart. And you need this sheet again, and it's down this section. But as you can see, unless you're less than 20, you're in dice column 1. So everybody, because these are Hall of Famers, are all going to be in dice column 1. But effectively what happens is that when you roll the dice and you get the number off here, you look in the dice column, and that, like 4 in column 1, is 9.2 in the first furlong. But if it was column 2, 4 would be down here, 9.1. If it was in column 7, 4 would be 8.6. So the dice column leads you to which line that you're going to be on here. Right, so obviously the track that I've got isn't brilliant, but hey, what can you do? I will get a 14 by 24 mat made, but at this moment in time it's printed off. So we're going to run 10 furlongs, and let's put them in their gates. The columns are a little bit less width than I need, so but once we get started, everything will be fine. 4, 5, 6. So they're all starting on this line. I'm just doing that so that they're in the right lines. So what you actually do is you roll the 2 dice. Here we go. We got the cards, and you move along the track. Here is if you want to move out from lane 1 or any lane outwards, it costs you 0.15, and you'll see this as we go along. If you want to move in, if you're in lanes 2 and 3, it costs you 0.25. If you're in lanes 4 or 5, it costs you 0.2, 6 or 7, 0.15, 8, 9, and 10, 0.1. And it's significant because when you get to the corners here, the inside 3 lanes only cost you 1 point per move. But if you're in line 4, it's 1.5 points per move. If you're in lane 6, it's 2, 8, it's 2.5, 9, it's 3, 10, it's 3. And you do not have to take all your points. So we'll go through it, and I'll show you the first couple as we go. As I said, we're always in dice column 1, but let's get started. So the first one is Sizenby, 24. 24 is a 9. A 9 in column 1 is here. In furlong 1 is 8.7. So what I will do, I'm going to put that there now, and I'm just going to read the numbers so that I'm not forever moving in and out. So I put 8.7 in the top box there, and he's going to move 8, obviously. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, because he can't move 0.7. So he's got 0.7 left. And I may be doing this wrong. This is how I do it. Please tell me if I'm doing anything wrong, by the way, guys, because some of you are more experienced than I am. Kelso is the yellow horse. 21 is an 11, and 11 column 1 is 8.5. So obviously he's going to go to the same place, and he's going to have 0.5 left. 10 furlongs, so it's 10 rolls for each horse. White Horse Exterminator is a 16, and that's a 7, and a 7 is an 8.9, and he will move evens and keep 0.9. Pardon me. Secretariat, 44. 44 is 2. So that's 9.4. So that will put him to there, and he needs to move in because he's going to get to corner at some stage. So he's in column 5. So it's 0.2 to move in. So that's 9.2, and he can move into column 3 if he wants for another 9.4. So he's used 9.4. He's got naught left. Count Fleet. 43 is a 7. And a 7 is 8.9. So he will go to there. 0. And finally, Tom Fool, 44. 44. Ew. God, he's awful on doubles. 23. Usually a double is a really good score, but unless it's a misprint, and what can I say? Let's have a look at his younger card, because that's him as a 4-year-old. Let's have a look at him, Tom Fool, as a younger horse. Yeah, he was rubbish then. I don't know how he got into the Hall of Fame horses. He must have come good when he got older. So 23 is a, oh, well, maybe not. That's a 9.7. So obviously a big number is good in here. So 9 point is there. He's going to move in to, it's coming from lane 6, and lane 6 is a 1.5. So it's 9.15, 9.35, 9.55. So it leaves him 0.15. And so at the end of the first furlong, we have Secretariat, Tom Fool, Sizenby, Kelso, Exterminator, Secretariat, and Count Fleet. So I'll put them in order. Not Secretariat, Exterminator, Count Fleet. That's it. Yeah, so I put them in order so I don't get them wrong. So as we come to the second furlong, and it is Secretariat, 24. 24 is a 7, and I'll show you this as we've moved on. So it's a 7, which is this column here, but we're looking in the second furlong. So it's 8.8. So 8.8 plus 0.7, and again, this is what I do, is 9.5. So I know I've got 9.5 to spend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'm going to leave him there. I don't really want to use the 0.5 yet. Leaves me 0.5. Tom Fool in the pink. 13, 14. 14 is an 8.1. Oh, I'll put it in C. Oh, let's go back again. It was an 8.7. This is the way I fall around. So it's still 8.7. 2, 4, 6, 8. And I think maybe 8.5. So I'm going to leave 0.2. I'm going to go into the inside lane. So Tom Fool rolled a 13, which is a 14. And a 14 is an 8.1 plus a 1.15 is 8.25. And so he will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He needs to move in 4 to 3 is a 0.25 exactly. So he's going to be left with 0. Sizenby or Sissenby. I'm going to call him Sizenby from now on. It's easier. 14. 14 is a 9. And a 9 is an 8.6 for Sizenby is a 9.3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he can't take over. So he's going to left with 1.3 to carry over. Now, you can move inwards and outwards over horses. So if there's a gap like there is between the two leaders there, if he was here, or he could move over this horse if he's got enough points to move over that horse. But you can't jump over the horse. You have to go round them. Kelso. 25. 25 is a 4, which is a 9.1 for Kelso, which is 9.6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and he's just going to fit in nicely between those two. So he's going to be left with 0.6 to carry on. Exterminator. 14 is a 9. 9 is an 8.6. 9.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we need to move in because we're going to come up to that corner. 8.2. So 8.2 leaves him 1.3 to carry over. And finally, Count Fleet. 15. 15 is a 3, and a 3 is a 9.2, which is exactly what he's got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9.2 is going to move him in, leaving him 0. Now, the one thing is that if you got to this line here, you can't move sideways until you've moved forward 1 square. So if you move, it'd take him 1.5 there, and then he could move in and then carry on. But you can't move in and then carry on. So let's set them up for the 3rd furlong, and it's Secretariat, Kelso, Tom Fool, the Grey, Count Fleet, Sizenby, and Exterminators. We're going to the 3rd furlong of the race. 46 is a 10. 10 on the 3rd is 8.4 for Secretariat, 8.6. So he will carry 0.6 over. Kelso is a 52. 52 is a 9. And a 9 is an 8.5 for Kelso, which is a 9.1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So Kelso takes the lead. Count Fleet, 14 is an 8, which is an 8.6 for Count Fleet, which is exactly what it's got. And he's going to stay in that lane, carry over 0.6, make it difficult for the ones behind him. That wasn't Count Fleet, was it? That was Tom Fool who got that. So it's Tom Fool who got 8.6. So he's got nothing to carry over. Count Fleet, 61. 61 is a 4. And a 4 is a 9. So Count Fleet is exactly 9.0. So 1, 2, 3. 3.15, 3.3, 3.5, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7.25 and muscle in between them, 8.25. So it leaves him 0.85. You're going to be quite good at maths to play this game. Sizenby, 56. 56 is a 13, and a 13 is an 8.1 for Sizenby, is a 9.4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'll take 1.4 with him. Exterminator, bringing up the rear of the 6. 43 is an 8. 8 is an 8.6, so that's 9.9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So stay there with an 8, giving him 1.9. So we now have Kelso in the lead. Secretariat, Count Fleet, Tom Fool, Sizenby and Exterminator in that order as we come into the 4th furlong. Oh, double 1. So a 1 for Kelso, on the fourth furlong is 9.2, which gives him 10.05. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's going to take all 10, leaving 0.05. Trying to break out. Secretariat. Oh, 22 is a 2. And a 2 is a 9.1 for Secretariat, so that's 9.7. So dropping back a bit and taking 0.7 into the next. Count Fleet, 24. 24 is a 6. 6 is an 8.7 for Count Fleet, which is a 9.3. Bringing him alongside Secretariat, Tom Fool. 43 is a 7. 8.6 for Tom Fool, and that's all he's got, 8.6. So he's going to move right into the inside lane and leave him 0.1 left. Sizenby, 16 is a 5. And a 5 is an 8.8. So it's 10.2 for Sizenby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8.15. 9.15. Which will stay. So he's going to carry 1.15 over. And Exterminator, 12 is a 12. Which is an 8.1, 9.1, so 10 exactly for Exterminator. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So Exterminator beginning to make his move. So as we stand, we've got Kelso, Secretariat, Count Fleet, Exterminator coming up on the outside. Tom Fool and Sizenby as we go on to the fifth furlong. 44 for Kelso is a 3. That's an 8.9, so it's 8.95. Secretariat in second has been there all the way through the race. 64 is a 9, and we already know that a 9 is an 8.3, so that's exactly 9 for Secretariat. Just pulling up right on the heels of Kelso. Count Fleet, 16 is an 8. 8.4 for Count Fleet, 8.7. On the back straight, Exterminator, 42 is a 6. That's an 8.6 for Exterminator. Leaving him 0.6 to carry over. Tom Fool in the pink. 35 is a 22, and a 22 is a 9.2. So that's 9.3 for Tom Fool. So he's going to move right up the inside. And finally, Sizenby. Oh. Oh, 11. 11 is a 1 for Sizenby. On the 5th is a 9.1. So that's a 10.25 for Sizenby. So he's going to stop at 8, carry 2.25 over. And that's going to help him in the long run, I would imagine. So we have Kelso, Secretariat, Tom Fool, Count Fleet, Exterminator, and Sizenby at the back. Furlong 6 of the 10. We're halfway through the race. Kelso 14, which is an 8. An 8 on the 6th is an 8.3 for Kelso, which is 9.25. As he's beginning to hit the corner, ready to come in for the home straight. So this is the finish line, by the way. You can tell that because here it says finish line. It's an amazing thing. Secretariat, 12 is a 12. A 12 on 6 is a 7.9. Not good. And that's all he's got. So he's beginning to fall back from Kelso. Tom Fool, can he take over the challenge? 41 is a 12. 7.9 for Tom Fool. Gives him 8.2. 7, and he's going to move out 7.15. And he's going to pull right up on alongside Secretariat, 8.15, giving him 0.05 to carry over. Count Fleet. They don't like Secretariat. They keep rolling the dice into him. 23 is a 9. 9 on a 6 is an 8.2 for Count Fleet. 8.9 in total. So stop at 7, taking 1.9 with him. Exterminator. 41 is an 11, which is an 8. 8.6. So he's going to move up. But he has to be careful because he's coming to that corner and he is in the 4th lane. And finally, Sizenby, 12 is an 11, which is an 8. So that gives him 10.25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's going to take it over 2.25. So we have Kelso out in the lead, Secretariat, Tom Fool, Exterminator moving up the field, Sizenby and Count Fleet. We're into the 7th furlong. 14 for Kelso is an 8. 8 on the 7th furlong is an 8.2. And as you can see, the numbers are coming down as the race gets longer because the horses are getting tired, obviously. So 8.2 for Kelso is 8.45. Secretariat. 36 is a 6, which is 8.4 for Secretariat, 9.3. So Secretariat closes the gap a little bit, carries 0.3 over with him, Tom Fool. $46 is an 11, which is a 7.8 for Tom Fool, 7.85. He's going to stop there and carry out 0.85 over with him. Exterminator. He has to move in, remember, before he hits the corner. 23. He's a 13. 7.3. 7.9. So he's going to move in and it's going to cost him 0.2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Leaving him 0.7. Sizenby in the green. 21 is a 7. 7 on a 7 is an 8.3. So that's 10.55 for Sizenby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 0.25, 8.25, 9.25, moving into third. So he's going to save the 1.3. Count Fleet right at the back at the moment. What can he do? 33, that's a good one. 1 is going to be 8.9, which is 9 point. He's got 1.9 to carry over. So that's 10.8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7.25, 7.5, 8.5 is going to give him 2.3. So we're coming in off the curb into the home straight. So we have the Yellow Horse, Kelso, Secretariat. Sizenby has moved up into third. Count Fleet in fourth. Tom Fool fifth, and Exterminator out in sixth. So Kelso 53 is a 20 on an 8. That's not good. 6.3 for Kelso, 6.75. So he hits the corner and onto the straight, but can he keep the lead? Secretariat. It's going to take 0.25 off that and go onto the inside lane to make it difficult for Secretariat. 63 for Secretariat is an 8, which is an 8. Secretariat 8.3, so 8.3. 7.15, 8.15, they're neck and neck, leaving him 0.15. Sizenby in third in the green, 16, 5. 5 is going to get him 8.3, 9.6. He's going to move out into the third lane and take 8.3, giving him 1.3. That could come in useful in the next couple of turns. Count Fleet, 46, is a 10. 7.8. That's going to be 10.1 with this 2.3. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he's going to stay there, and he's going to left with 1.1. Tom Fool in the pink. 21 is a 9. 7.9 for Tom Fool. 8.75 in total. So he'll stay right on the heels. Take 0.75 in to the straight. And Exterminator with a 14 is a 9. 7.9, 8.6. So he'll stay close up as well, taking 0.6 into the final straight. So we have Kelso, Secretariat, Count Fleet, Sizenby, Tom Fool, and Exterminator all bunched together coming into the straight. 9th furlong, 13 for Kelso is a 9. On the 9th furlong is a 7.7 plus the 0.5 is 8.2. He'll take all 8, no doubt. Letting him take 0.2 into the final furlong. Secretariat 65 is a 19. Not so good, I don't think, or maybe it is. 6.1, 6.25. So it's going to drop back. And that could be the end of his race But who knows? Count Fleet. Count Fleet in the grey. 45 is a 9. 7.7. 8.8 for Count Fleet. Count Fleet moving up to challenge Kelso. Sizenby next in the green. 44 is a 2. That's an 8.4 for Sizenby, which is a 9.7. So coming on up on the outside to join the leader, Tom Fool in the pink. 32 is a 9. 7.7 for Tom Fool plus the 0.75 is 8.45. $8.15 to move him up to the side of Secretariat, who's dropped right back from this race. Exterminator. 65 is a 20. Which is a 6. Gives him 6.6, so he's going to be way out of this. So as we come into the final furlong, we have Kelso, Sizenby. Then it's the grey Count Fleet, Secretariat, Tom Fool, and Exterminator. Right, so the last furlong, you have to use as much of your points as you can. So once you've moved forward, you've got to move backwards and sideways. You've got to move sideways. So here we go. 53 for Kelso is a 20. 20 in a 10 is 5.6. Kelso is 5.8. So that's 5. This is the last one, so he's got to use this. So 5.8. So he's going to go 5.15, 5.3, 5.45. And back for 5.8. So there's nothing left. Sizenby is going to have to go round him. 12. 12 is an 11. 7.4 for Sizenby. 8.1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4.15. 5.15. 6.15. 7.15. Let's go back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5.25. 6.25. 7.25. 7.3. 7.55. Oh, why am I doing? I can't. Yeah, 7.55. 8.7. 8.85. 9.1. No, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5.15, 6.15, 7.15. That gives me 0.9, so I can't do anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0.25, 6.25, 7.25, 7.5, 7.65, 7.78, and then move 2 further out is exactly 8.1. This is where it gets a bit complicated. Count Fleet. 41 is a 10. 10 on a 10 is a 7.5. Count Fleet. is an 8.3. Can he do anything? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.3. So Count Fleet takes the lead. In the final furlong, Secretariat. Oh, an 11. That is an 8.4 for Secretariat. 8.65. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8.3. 8.55. I'll stay there, which gives him 0.1. Tom Fool, 66 is a 1. 8.4 for Tom Fool, 8.7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6.15, 7.15, 8.15. I'm going to get 8.7, so that leaves me 5.5. 8.85, 8.959. No, I can't. No, it's there. It's there. Leaves him 0.15, which could be handy to him. And finally, Exterminator. 21. 21 on Exterminator is a 10. 10 on a 10 is a 7.5, with 0.6 is an 8.1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can't do anything about it anyway, so he's going to leave in 0.1. Right, so that's the end of the race. Now all we've got to do is decide where they finish. So I'm going to put my score sheet. If you want to just pull that down a bit. Put my score sheet here. So obviously the grey Count Fleet has won the race because he's furthest in front. Fourth is going to be Kelso. And fifth is going to be Exterminator. So what you do now is you look at the tenths that are left. And the higher the tenths, the further forward he is. So Tom Fool has got 0.15. Secretariat's got 1.1 and got 0.1. Sizenby's got 0. So second was Tom Fool. Third, Secretariat. Fourth, Sizenby. So the race ended. The winner, Count Fleet, coming from behind at the last to take the lead. Second by a neck, Tom Fool. Third, also by a neck, Secretariat. Fourth was Sizenby in that three-way finish. Kelso's fifth and Exterminator sixth. So there you are. End of a race. Hope you enjoyed that and let me know what you think of this. I mean, as I say, it's free. You can now play at the saddle racing for no cost. And there's a funny story behind these. I've got 10 of them. These actually, pardon me, these actually came from a Christmas cracker. One of those stupid toy things you get inside Christmas crackers. About 6 years ago, it's a 10-pin bowling set. And you got the 10 pins and a little ball inside a little plastic bag. And I was thinking about how I could make some tokens for the race, and I did the same as what I've done with my motor racing game. I made some of these, but the trouble is they're too big. They'll be okay once I've ordered my mat and I'll have a bit more room. But I was just looking through my dice box where I keep these things. I thought, oh, I wonder what happened. I'll just paint these and see what they're like. So yeah, they do the job, and that's all that really matters. So there you go. So that's the end of Test Race 2. I might actually sometime print another season off because there are only 14 horses, not enough. Or maybe I'll find a way of generating my own cards. If there is a card generator for horse saddle racing, horse saddle racing out there, guys, then let me know, because I'll be keen on just creating some horses and jockeys. And the reason that I want to go for a different set to these are great, and they're in the red and black, the standard colours of the APBA saddle racing cards, whereas the ones on the website, I mean, they're free, so what can you can't really knock it, but they're just effectively they're scans of 6 cards laid down, and then another 6 cards, and then another 6 cards. So it's not well laid out, and you're going to have to cut them out anyway. So, but I think what will happen there is, if you get a season set rather than the Hall of Fame set, which, as I say, is 28 horses, but really only 14 because they're all doubled up, is that you'll get different dice columns. Then it becomes interesting trying to remember which dice column that they're in, but such is life. So anyway, let me know how you think this went. Thumbs up, thumbs down, blah, 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 blah. And I hope to see you again later. Thank you. Goodbye.